At this point in life, after decades of experiences, learning, and growth, many seniors find themselves reflecting on their journey and the burdens they once carried. One of the biggest of these burdens, caring too much about what others think. From societal expectations to the opinions of friends and family, the pressure to please others can feel overwhelming. But now, in your 70s and 80s, you've arrived at a stage where such concerns are less relevant than ever. It's a time for you to live authentically, fully embracing who you are. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Understanding the weight of society's opinions. From a young age, many of us internalized an unspoken rule. To be accepted, we must meet certain expectations, whether from family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers. The drive to gain approval shapes much of our behavior. It can feel like an invisible weight, a constant companion that urges us to fit in, succeed, and live up to standards that may not align with who we truly are. But as you reach your 70s or 80s, you may look back and realize that much of this weight was unnecessary. The opinions that once seemed so powerful about career choices, personal appearance, financial success, even parenting styles, were fleeting in impact, never truly defining the person you became. Consider all the moments you might have second-guessed yourself out of fear of judgment. Perhaps you took on responsibilities to earn respect, or adopted certain habits to feel in sync with your community. These decisions, driven by the opinions of others, might have even compromised your own dreams, or led you to set aside your deepest desires. Society's judgments can be subtle, yet powerful, shaping our lives in ways we don't fully understand until we're older and can look back with greater clarity. Now, in this stage of life, you are free to release these burdens. When you look at society's opinions today, you can see them for what they are: subjective, often fleeting judgments based on superficial ideals. You know now that true worth and fulfillment don't come from external validation, but from living a life that is true to your inner values. This understanding doesn't mean rejecting society or the connections we hold dear, but it allows you to finally prioritize your own happiness and peace of mind. Recognizing the insignificance of societal opinions over your true self is liberating. It opens the door to authentic living in ways that weren't always possible in earlier years. Letting go of this weight isn't about rejecting others. It's about choosing, at long last, to put your own inner contentment above all else. In doing so, you gain a deeper, lasting sense of peace that comes from living in alignment with who you are, not who the world expects you to be. 2. The liberation of letting go. Letting go of what others think is like setting down a heavy suitcase you've been carrying for too long. It's a liberation that brings a deep, quiet relief, the kind that can only be fully understood with time and experience. For most of our lives, we're taught, sometimes subtly, sometimes outright, that our value lies in how well we conform to the world's expectations. We are urged to prioritize harmony, to avoid ruffling feathers, and to maintain an image that others will find pleasing or acceptable. And while there is value in kindness and respect, over time, these habits can overshadow our own needs, molding us into versions of ourselves that may not feel entirely genuine. In your 70s or 80s, there is finally room to breathe, and more importantly, to reflect. Letting go of others' expectations is not about rejecting society or becoming detached from others. It's about recognizing that you are no longer obligated to hold yourself to standards that don't resonate with who you've become. This liberation allows you to ask yourself questions that may have remained buried. What truly makes me happy? What do I believe, independent of anyone else's approval? It's a journey back to yourself, a rediscovery of passions, beliefs, and values that may have been overshadowed by the roles you had to play or the sacrifices you made. This liberation is profound because it doesn't come with loud fanfare, but with a quiet, steady confidence. It allows you to release the need to defend your choices or explain your beliefs. You've lived enough to know what feels true, and that truth no longer requires validation. When you let go of others' opinions, you make space for something infinitely more precious: self-acceptance, peace, and the freedom to live on your own terms. In this newfound space, you may feel a lightness that you haven't felt in years. It's the freedom to be fully yourself, unburdened by the need to fit anyone else's mold. This liberation is not about defiance, but about embracing the life you have, free from external pressures. It's a quiet but profound celebration of who you are, a life that belongs solely to you. 3. The strength found in self-acceptance. Self-acceptance, especially in later years, is one of the most powerful forms of strength we can possess. Unlike the confidence we may have sought in youth, a confidence often shaped by appearances, achievements, or the approval of others, this strength is internal and unwavering. It comes from knowing yourself fully, from acknowledging both your strengths and your vulnerabilities without judgment. As we age, we gain a perspective that allows us to see the entire landscape of our lives, recognizing the growth that emerged not only from our triumphs, but also from our struggles and missteps. Self-acceptance at 70 or 80 is a profound state because it allows us to finally embrace ourselves without the need for alteration or apology. For much of life, we are often our own harshest critics, carrying a mental list of perceived shortcomings and regrets. But with time, many of these self-criticisms fade, and we come to realize that every experience, every choice, both good and bad, shaped the person we've become. In this light, self-acceptance isn't just an acknowledgement of who we are. It's an embrace of the full journey that brought us here. It's understanding that each chapter of our lives, each scar, and each smile line holds its own worth and has contributed to a life well lived. This kind of self-acceptance is a powerful strength because it cannot be shaken by the opinions or judgments of others. When you truly accept yourself, there is a peace that emerges, a sense of wholeness that external criticism cannot disrupt. This self-acceptance also opens doors to more genuine connections with others. It allows us to be fully present, to share our true selves, and to engage without fear of rejection, knowing that we are enough as we are. In a world that often pushes us to improve, to achieve, and to compete, self-acceptance is a radical act. It is a declaration that who you are at this very moment is complete and invaluable. This strength allows you to live freely, unburdened by others' expectations, and gives you the courage to cherish each moment without reservation. It is the quiet confidence of a person who knows themselves deeply, a confidence that no one and nothing can take away. 4. The wisdom of knowing what truly matters. Reaching your 70s or 80s offers a rare gift, the ability to look back on decades of life and discern with clarity what truly matters. In our younger years, we're often drawn into the race for achievements, possessions, and social standing, believing that these will bring fulfillment. But now, after living through the cycles of gains and losses, joys and hardships, you understand that the things most people chase hold far less weight than the quieter, enduring aspects of life. What truly matters becomes clearer as we age, and often it is found in the things we once took for granted: meaningful relationships, health, moments of joy, and the legacy of kindness we leave behind. There's a wisdom that settles in with age, a wisdom that allows you to prioritize experiences that bring peace and contentment over superficial pursuits. You realize that the car you drove, the house you lived in, or the title you held never truly defined you. Rather, it's the memories you created, the lives you touched, and the love you gave and received that leave a lasting imprint. This wisdom brings a powerful shift in perspective. Where once there was a drive to accumulate and achieve, now there's a deeper appreciation for simplicity, a quiet morning with loved ones, the satisfaction of a well-tended garden, a genuine conversation. These are no longer seen as small moments, but as the essence of a fulfilling life. The relentless chase for more fades, replaced by a sense of gratitude for what you have. This understanding also brings a sense of peace. Knowing what truly matters frees you from the endless comparisons and societal expectations that once felt so urgent. It allows you to live with intention, focusing on the people and passions that resonate deeply with you. In doing so, life takes on a richness that no amount of external success can match. The wisdom of age helps you see that true wealth is not in what you accumulate, but in the depth of connection and purpose you experience. In understanding what truly matters, you gain a freedom that can only come with time, the freedom to live each day according to your values, honoring the aspects of life that bring meaning, peace, and joy. This wisdom is a compass, guiding you to spend the rest of your days fully engaged in what genuinely enriches your soul. 5. Embracing authentic relationships. With age comes the invaluable ability to recognize what makes a relationship genuine. In our younger years, we often fill our lives with people from all walks, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, many of whom enter our orbit by circumstance rather than choice. But as we grow older, the clarity to discern true connections sharpens, and we begin to see the difference between relationships of convenience and those built on mutual respect, trust, and love. In your 70s or 80s, you may look back and see patterns, perhaps noticing people who stayed by your side in both your brightest and darkest moments, as well as those who were only present when it served their needs. There is a quiet strength in knowing who truly values you for who you are, not for what you can offer. Authentic relationships are those that withstand the tests of time, distance, and change. They're not built on obligations or expectations, but on a deep, unspoken understanding of mutual care and respect. This stage of life allows you to let go of relationships that drain you or demand more than they give in return. You no longer need to feel obligated to maintain connections that lack reciprocity or to invest energy in people who do not bring positivity or support into your life. Embracing authentic relationships means choosing quality over quantity, knowing that a few close, genuine connections are far more fulfilling than a network of superficial ties. Genuine relationships offer more than companionship. They offer peace, comfort, and a sense of belonging. In these relationships, you can be fully yourself, vulnerable, imperfect, and real, without fear of judgment. They are spaces where you can share your stories, your wisdom, and even your fears, knowing that you will be met with understanding and compassion. This kind of connection is one of life's greatest treasures, providing a sense of rootedness and love that endures. In choosing authenticity, you allow yourself to deepen the relationships that truly matter and release those that do not. This shift brings an inner freedom, knowing that you are surrounded by people who see you, appreciate you, and stand by you unconditionally. Embracing authentic relationships enriches your life with warmth and support, offering a profound sense of fulfillment that only comes from connections built on genuine care. 6. The freedom of being unapologetically you. Reaching your 70s or 80s brings a remarkable freedom. The freedom to live as authentically and unapologetically as you wish. After decades of navigating life's complexities, from career and family responsibilities to societal expectations, you now stand on solid ground, a place where you understand yourself deeply and no longer feel the need to conform or seek approval. This freedom is both a relief and a quiet celebration of the person you've become. Living unapologetically doesn't mean disregarding others' feelings or acting without care. Rather, it's about valuing your own voice, honoring your preferences, and confidently making choices that feel right for you, regardless of external judgments. When you reach this stage, there's an undeniable power in knowing that you don't need to explain or defend who you are. You are free to embrace your quirks, speak your truth, and pursue passions without worrying about fitting into anyone else's mold. This freedom extends into all areas of life. Perhaps you choose to dress in ways that bring you joy, rather than adhering to outdated notions of appropriate attire. Maybe you spend your time on hobbies or causes that ignite your spirit, regardless of whether others share your interests. You might even voice opinions you once held back, not out of a desire to prove a point, but because you feel at peace sharing your thoughts openly and honestly. Being unapologetically you means you no longer measure yourself against others. You recognize that your worth has never depended on conforming to societal standards or meeting someone else's expectations. You are free to define happiness, success, and fulfillment on your own terms, knowing that you've earned this freedom through years of growth, resilience, and self-discovery. This stage of life is your chance to live fully, honoring the depth and richness of your experiences, and embracing the person you are today. It's a time to savor the sense of ease that comes with authenticity, to live each moment true to yourself, no longer burdened by the need to please or impress. In this freedom, you find a profound sense of peace, joy, and self-acceptance, allowing you to truly enjoy each day as it comes. 7. Finding joy in the present moment. With age comes the realization that time is a precious, fleeting gift, and this awareness brings unparalleled appreciation for the present moment. In your 70s or 80s, you've experienced the highs and lows of life, the rush of ambition, the responsibilities of family and career, and the inevitable changes that shape us over time. Now more than ever, you understand that true contentment isn't found in the past or future, but in fully embracing the present. This ability to live in the moment is a profound form of wisdom. When you're young, the mind is often focused on what's to come, the next milestone, the next achievement. Later, it may linger on past regrets or unfulfilled ambitions. But at this stage, you see that neither the past nor the future holds the keys to happiness. Rather, joy is in the simple present experiences. A conversation with a loved one, a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, the warmth of the sun on your face. These become the treasures of daily life, rich with meaning and connection. Finding joy in the present moment also means letting go of the need to control every outcome or plan every detail. Life has shown you that it unfolds in ways both unexpected and uncontrollable, and that's part of its beauty. Instead of clinging to certainty, you can embrace each day as it comes, knowing that there is peace in acceptance. This mindset allows you to engage fully with each experience, no matter how ordinary, because you see the beauty in its simplicity and the richness in its immediacy. This focus on the present offers a freedom unlike any other, a freedom from worry, regret, and expectation. It enables you to find joy in what is, rather than what could have been or what might be. This shift is more than just a perspective change. It's a way of life that fills each day with gratitude and contentment. You see that joy doesn't need to be chased. It's already here, woven into the fabric of each moment. Living in the present invites a deep sense of peace and gratitude, freeing you to appreciate each day with fresh eyes and an open heart. It's a gentle reminder that the most meaningful moments are often the quietest, and that true happiness comes not from reliving the past or chasing the future, but from fully experiencing the life unfolding right in front of you. 8. Sharing your wisdom with younger generations. At 70 or 80, you carry a wealth of experiences, lessons, and insights that only a life fully lived can provide. This is a stage where you have the opportunity to pass on a legacy of wisdom, guiding younger generations through stories and lessons that may help them navigate their own lives. Sharing wisdom isn't about imparting rules or imposing beliefs. It's about offering insights that reflect a lifetime of learning, offering perspective on resilience, compassion, patience, and self-worth. You have seen the world evolve, navigated countless changes, and adapted in ways younger people may not yet understand. You can share how you weathered difficult times, found strength in unexpected places, and learned to value what truly matters. By sharing this wisdom, you become a bridge for younger generations, giving them the gift of perspective, which can offer them courage in uncertain times, and a reminder that they too will grow stronger with each experience. Your legacy can also be a testament to the importance of self-acceptance, kindness, and authenticity. By sharing your journey, the ups, the downs, and everything in between, you offer younger people the reassurance that they don't need to have everything figured out. Through your example, they learn that life is a continuous journey, where growth and wisdom come not from avoiding mistakes, but from learning and evolving through them. Conclusion. Freedom in the final chapters. In your 70s and 80s, you've reached a stage of life that many aspire to, a stage where you're free from the weight of others' expectations. Embrace this freedom, cherish it, and let it guide you to live as authentically as possible. You've earned the right to live fully, unapologetically, and joyfully. At this age, letting go of the need to please others isn't about abandoning compassion or empathy. It's about valuing yourself enough to live in alignment with your own truth. Your journey has been remarkable, and you have every right to savor this chapter on your own terms, knowing that the opinions of others hold no power over the life you've so richly lived. Enjoy the freedom of self-acceptance, the joy of genuine relationships, and the peace of knowing that your worth has never depended on anyone else's approval. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.